Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by pain, heartbreak, or frustration in your twin flame journey that all you wanted to do was scream at the universe? Or worse, send all of that anger directly toward your twin? If so, you're not alone. The twin flame connection can be the most beautiful love story of your life, but it can also push you into the rawest, darkest, and most vulnerable parts of yourself. So, today we're going to explore what really happens if you send rage energy to your twin flame. And more importantly, how you can shift this energy into something that heals you instead of destroying your connection. The twin flame journey is unlike any other. It's magnetic, it's intense, it's a mirror that reflects not only your love, but also your shadows. So let's ask the question clearly. What happens when rage enters this sacred connection? What happens when, instead of sending love, compassion, or surrender, you project anger, resentment, and frustration at your twin flame? Can our emotions actually push them away? Could we even harm them or ourselves by transmitting these energies? And if rage does rise in us, how can we redirect it so that it doesn't become destructive? These are the questions we'll walk through together today. The twin flame bond is magnetic, like yin and yang, light and dark, positive and negative. These polarities are always in motion, always interacting. When one pole is balanced by the other, attraction is natural, effortless, undeniable. But here's the truth most people don't realize. When you send rage, when you dwell in negativity, you're not just expressing emotions. You're altering the polarity of the connection itself. Imagine two magnets. If they're aligned properly, they snap together instantly. But if both are facing the same direction, they repel. That's exactly what rage energy does. It creates magnetic repulsion. Your twin flame may not consciously know why they suddenly feel pushed away, but energetically, they sense it. Subconsciously, they may feel suffocated, overwhelmed, even attacked. And that's when the runner dynamic becomes stronger. Now, why does this happen? Because your twin flame is your mirror. What you feel, they feel. What you project, they reflect. If you're filled with rage, they may internalize it as heaviness on their chest. If you chase them with frustration, they feel the pressure and run faster. So the first answer is simple. Sending rage at your twin flame won't bring them closer. It pushes them away. But that leaves us with another question. If rage is so destructive, then why do we even feel it at all? Let's be real for a moment. Rage doesn't appear out of nowhere. It's not a random feeling. Rage is always a reaction, and like all reactions, it has roots. Rage often comes from feeling deeply hurt. Maybe our dignity was hurt, our self-worth, our values, our trust, sometimes even just our sense of being loved. And in the twin flame journey, this is amplified 100 times. Because your twin flame isn't just anyone. They are your mirror. When they turn away, it feels like part of you is turning away. When they ignore you, it feels like you are ignoring yourself. That's why it cuts so deeply. But here's the paradox. If rage is rooted in pain, then sending rage to your twin is really just sending pain to yourself. You're hurting your own soul by trying to hurt theirs. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire that's already burning within you, and the universe always reflects it back. This is the Hermetic principle of cause and effect. Every thought, every intention, every emotion you send outward will circle back. And it doesn't just return, it multiplies. That's why so many people say, after sending rage at their twin, They feel worse, not better. So if rage is rooted in pain, then the real question becomes, how do we heal the pain instead of projecting it? The answer is surrender. Now, surrender doesn't mean weakness. It doesn't mean letting your twin flame walk all over you. And it doesn't mean ignoring your feelings. Surrender means pausing, breathing, and choosing to redirect your energy toward healing instead of projection. So, when you feel rage rising, ask yourself, what is this rage really about? What wound is being touched right now? Is it rejection? Is it abandonment? Is it the feeling of being unworthy of love? These are not about your twin. These are your inner child wounds. Your twin only triggers them. They don't create them. And the moment you realize this, everything shifts. Instead of sending rage to your twin flame, you begin to send love to yourself. You nurture the wounded part of you that is crying for attention. And here's the magic. When you do this, your twin flame feels it too. Because remember, they feel your energy. When you calm yourself, they feel calmer. When you choose love over rage, they feel safer. When you surrender, the polarity balances again. This is when the magnets flip. This is when, instead of repelling, you begin to attract once more. And here's something important. Surrender doesn't only mean letting go of rage. It also means choosing joy. Joy is an energy that heals. It's a lightness that allows your soul to breathe. Even in separation, even in heartbreak, you still have the power to choose joy for yourself. How do you do that? By bringing your focus back to your own life. Laugh with your friends. Dance to your favorite song. Create something that makes your heart proud. Take a walk in nature and remind yourself that the universe is still holding you in its arms. The twin flame journey is not just about waiting for reunion. It's about becoming whole. It's about learning that even in the darkest storms, you can choose peace. And that choice shifts everything. So, the key isn't to suppress rage. It's not to pretend it doesn't exist. It's not to shame yourself for feeling it. The key is to transform it. To ask yourself, will this rage destroy me? Or will it become the fire that fuels my healing, my joy, and my growth? So, what happens if you send rage energy at your twin flame? The short answer is, it pushes them away. It circles back to you, and it creates more pain. But the deeper answer, it shows you where your wounds still need healing. Your twin flame is not your enemy. They are your mirror. And if you ever feel rage toward them, the best thing you can do is pause, look inward, and ask, what part of me is hurting right now? What part of me needs love and forgiveness? Remember this, dear soul. Love can only attract love. The universe doesn't respond to rage with unity. It responds to love with unity. And the more you can align yourself with love, forgiveness, compassion, the more your twin flame journey will evolve in the direction your soul truly desires. So instead of sending rage today, send love. Instead of projecting pain, project healing. Not because your twin deserves it, but because you deserve peace. And never forget, every emotion you send out will return multiplied. So choose wisely. Choose joy. Choose love. If this message spoke to your heart, I invite you to reflect. Have you ever sent anger toward your twin flame? What did it feel like? And how did it shift when you chose love instead? Share your story in the comments. I would truly love to hear it, because your words might be the light someone else needs right now. And if you want to keep diving deeper into your twin flame journey, subscribe and turn on notifications. Together, we're building a community of souls who are not just surviving this journey, but growing through it with wisdom, strength, and unconditional love. Remember, dear one, rage may burn hot, but joy heals, and love burns eternal. So choose love, always.